Hello and a very warm welcome. Today we're going to have a quick look at Kiro, the agentic IDE that AWS has been working on for a few months now, and that has reached GA in November 2025. Very brief walkthrough on the features and how you can actually use and interact with it. Looking forward to it. Please stay and listen to the video. So you can and you should download Kiro from kiro.dev, which is where you can directly find the download for the different supported environments. Today, Mac OS is the one that I'm using, and I think the webpage will then actually show what you based on what you have, right? So please go ahead and download it from there. Once you download it and installed it, you will be able to see this type of view, and I'm going to show you one of the projects that I've been working on to just walk you through the different features. For those of you coming from Visual Studio Code, you will feel very comfortable. The user interface looks pretty similar to what we have on Visual Studio Code, also because it uses the same thing under the hood. On the left hand side, you usually have the overview of the folder that you're working on right now. Down there you have the terminal and other outputs. You have the action bar on the left hand side where you can choose the different views of what you're actually working on. And the new thing here is on the right hand side you start with the Kiro itself, right? So you will have the possibility once you start to select whether you want to do a vibe coding or spec-based, and I'm going to cover that in more details in the future. But vibe is the way that you can just interact with the same with the agentic coding assistant in the background, just in the same way that you would be talking to ChatGPT. And spec-based is the possibility to then actually do a spec-based development flow, and I can talk about that in one of the next videos as well. The other aspects that are different from Visual Studio Code is on the left hand side you have the Kiro tab over here, where you will see the specs, so-called agent hooks, agent steering, and down there also MCP servers. As you can see in the specs, in this project I've worked with defining specifications for an URL shortener, defining some requirements. And then over here you can integrate agent hooks where the agent is asked to do specific automated actions on a regular basis. Here you can add some steering docs, and maybe let's try that. We're going to get the agent to generate steering docs for us while we speak, and the way that this is going to happen is it's just starting a vibe coding session on the right hand side. It is going to read all of the information around the project, and while we are recording this video, it's going to generate some steering docs which will give the agent a better hint on actually what to do when interacting with it, and that will be included in the context once you talk back to the agent. And then under MCP servers in 2025, end of 2025, beginning 2026, everybody should know what an MCP server is. Gives you the possibility to make the agent smarter and interact with other agentic tools. You will also notice down here that there is an autopilot thing, and that there is a selection over here and on auto, so you can actually choose the model, or you can ask Kiro to choose the model for you, which is what I usually use, and it works pretty well. And that helps you to save some credits if you're actually paying for Kiro. Last but not least, we see that the steering docs have now been announced, have now been created. We have some description of the product, some information around the structure of the project, and some information about the tech that is being used in order to ensure that also the future changes that we do to the project stay the same way. These information are, by the way, saved in .kiro folder, and I would expect you to also check that into the GitHub. At least that's what I did, and it's pretty helpful as well. Last but not least, another interface over here is the powers. As you can see, I have already installed 2 powers. Not gonna cover powers today, but at the end it's a combination of steering docs, MCP servers, and other agent hooks that can be created by the community and or by specific vendors. Other than that, well, you can work with Kiro in the same way as you work with VS Code. There is always a glitch when installing extensions as of today, but you can still install them, and it's going to warn you that they cannot be validated, but in general it's going to work. And yeah, let's keep this video short. So thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed and you know a little bit better on what Kiro is, and if you have questions, please follow up in the comments and let me know.